First of all, if you're watching this back on playback, I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button. We sitting at 861 subscribers, trying to get to 1,000 like everybody else. But the thing is, 77% of the people who watch this channel, y'all not sub. And you know you keep coming back. So don't play no more. Just hit the sub button. I would appreciate that. I got a feeling, y'all. I got a feeling like the Black Eyed Peas that the Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs. I just do, man. Now, last time I had this feeling was last year. It didn't work out. It wasn't about the playoffs, though. It was about a game. But I'm looking, man. I'm looking at this team. I'm looking at this year. And I'm not saying we're going to just run these teams over. I'm not saying we're going to overlook these teams. But I think that the Detroit Lions are going to do something that has not been done in the last 62 years. I think they're going to start 1-6 and make the playoffs. I am speaking it into an existence. The reason I say that, this team is firing on all cylinders. Did you know that Jamison Williams, if I read it correctly, had like the fastest run or something like that of the week, and he wasn't even running at full speed? We're just now opening things up. Ben Johnson said today that the vertical threats are allowing the underneath stuff to get open. Now, he would like to see the run game improve this week. I think the Lions are going to the playoffs. Dylan said, I looked, no team has started 1-6 to make the playoffs. Well, Dylan, that's not entirely true. In 1970, the Cincinnati Bengals made the playoffs. However, the league was a lot different back then. There was less games, there was less teams. But since the merger, in 1978, I believe, is when something happened and we went up to more games. No team has done it. Just listen, y'all. I'm not on the Kool-Aid. I'm speaking, look how this is playing out. Since then, no. You're right. You are correct. Since then, no. Now, I watched Good Morning America, and everyone seems to think the Lions have a really good chance to make the playoffs, except Kyle Brandt, which is surprising because usually when I watch, he's pro-Lions. But he's saying, we're not going to do it. All the hype that's around us, but it's not like empty hype. It's legitimate hype, y'all. This team is, if you look at what we've done since we started 1-6, it just so happens we fired, well, not just so, that was done on purpose. We fired Aubrey Pleasant. We traded away T.J. Hawkinson. A players-only defensive players-only meeting. Since then, everything about the Lions have gone up. And I'm thinking, yeah, the Jets are tough. This is the National Football League. The Jets are tough. Their defense is top tier. Their offense, though, not a well-oiled machine. They got Garrett Wilson. Their star running back went down, but they got a dude that's picking up the slack. I had a gut feeling today. I said, listen, this is setting up. We were on Hard Knocks. We started. What was the message that Dan Campbell was preaching during Hard Knocks? What did he say him and Brad Holmes wanted? What did he say? He said, we can and we will. He said that they wanted guys that could fight through adversity. That adversity came at the beginning of the season. Dan Campbell, I will say this, while everybody, meaning myself, was talking about whether his job was secure, he just stayed the course. Stayed the course. It got so bad that Sheila Hamp Ford had to come out and say something. Look at how this stuff is shaping up, y'all. We start off, I think we're 1-5 at the time, somewhere around there. Sheila Hamp Ford shows up at practice to show her support. We fire Aubrey Pleasant. We trade away T.J. Hawkinson. They have a defensive players-only meeting. Next thing you know, we go on a tear. And listen, our only loss in the past 6 games have come against a team that is now 10-3, and we lost by 3 to a team that was selected before the season started to go to the Super Bowl. I have a feeling that the Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs. Because let's think about it, y'all. Why would they crumble? What's going to make the Detroit Lions crumble? Just think about it. Now, I'm not trying to pump your head with the hopium. Hopium was a big phrase last year. I'm not trying to pump your head, but a lot of creators are scared to say it. I don't mind being wrong, but our adversity came at the beginning of the season, right? If you look at it, we're as healthy as we've been. We beat the Packers, we beat the Bears, we beat a lot of teams, and we lost to a team that is dominating, if I'm not mistaken, first place in the AFC by 3 points. I'm not trying to sound arrogant or be arrogant. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. But at the same time, what is going to stop our team? Think about it. I'm not saying we can be stopped or we can't be stopped because it's any given Sunday, right? And I actually said that I see a loss somewhere in here. It's just one of them days, man, where stuff ain't going right. But if you think about it, what is going to stop us? Seriously, everything has picked up. We got Jameson Williams. We've been waiting all year for him. We saw what he could do. Stretch the field. DJ Chark is healthy. And after 2 games, I'm ready to re-sign this guy. He put up another 90-plus yard game. My main factor for re-signing DJ is the fact that we're paying him anyway. So he might as well be on the team. Get a rookie wide receiver. I'm telling you, man, I have a feeling that this team is going to make it. It's shaping up to, it's almost like a dream, man. How this season is literally, we are 1 game away from mirroring the beginning half of the season. We started 1-6. At that exact point, we shifted. We've gone, if we can beat the New York Jets, we're 6-1. A mirror image of each other. We'll come down to a 3-game season. I have a feeling the Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs. And I am not going to waver. I'm going to sit there. Now, I will go reflect you now. We're going to talk about something, man. And this is going to blow your mind. We're going to talk about it after this, but let me know what you think. I asked this question last week in a segment. If you had to pick, do the Lions make the playoffs? Let me know what you think. Yes or no. There's no in between. There's no if. There's nothing. We have 4 games left. We currently sit 1 game under 500, 6-7. Do the Detroit Lions make the playoffs? It's a yes or no answer. Put yourself out there and make a decision.